Good scrap. Always happy to find that. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. Ooh, there's some rubber scrap for you. A flush seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Middle-lifed. Much better. The deep cut. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. You've been working out. Well, what do you know? That's a massive ping dish. They used to be able to find things. Give it a little kick. You could have missed this village. It's called Mamble Clump. This corner of the world is called Anywhere, which is maybe why Click calls it home. Let's see. You're in charge of that mount. Act like it. Rito and his bandits make camp here. Take care. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. It's possible to overchill. Let's see.
Yangu,
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was. He recalls you wouldn't put in the time required to learn how to swim. He bets you regret that now. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life. not...
Itaku auta saredo kwana.
He thinks that's the right thing to do. It's only when you have forgiven that you'll find peace.
Light instantly banishes dark.
How much light do you really need?
All the light, all of it!
I mean, you could leave a little space for the dark.
All the light.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like? Best to stick close to the shore then, where the goo isn't so deep. That's like being close to your friends who can help when things go wrong. Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like never seen any brighter. Shine on. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside. You should return when you've retrieved the... Someone has to end this plague before it's too late. Don't tip over. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Great shot. Got that one down. Just a few moves left. Make them count. The day almost makes you want to smile. Itchy trigger finger. You're not dead yet. Chop it up. Muscles like steel. Seems dirty. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Mukamme. Sairuja. Pawagwika Sairuja.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo.
Pawagwika.
There's debris floating around on the surf that might be blocking your path or needs to be towed. That means you'll need a device so you can get it out of your way.
Kawaida. Manu.
Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position.
Wingy.
The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float.
Afanya.
This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks.
Kawaida. Yumara. Auta Sare Dunokwana.
He only knows what's visible to the naked eye. Gulp is not much of a babbler and mostly keeps to himself and his drink. Keep your eyes as wide as you can. Welcome to the surf archipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo. You're poking around Hochbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Yeah. Let's see.
Aufschlag.
He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Says it's both everything you could want and never enough. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor.
Ja, budrak nangere gamman.
Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to.
Ja, jag var ingen.
Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more.
Helingeri kikauteri. Anne mila kurang.
Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead.
Kuringa lugin bambaduran.
Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit.
Kabangi. Loba lengut.
Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow.
Nikirosa nangalas. I mittis peridi.
Sees why you joined up with the myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you.
Sailing side the gelues. I mittis peridi.
Says he sells them drinks. They mostly suck them down on their own.
Räturat.
But who cares about them?
Räturat. Kamanu gelalan. Uringelengi.
Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The glugmocker, nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all.
Konduofutim. Witam. Uringelengi.
Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp.
Kamanu gelan.
The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts.
Nikirosa nangalas. Kabangi lupa lengut.
It makes most dumber, but that's his special burden to bear.
Surangan.
He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example.
Kabangi. Lopa lengut. Airade.
There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help.
Airade. Kamanu gelalan. Helingeri kikauteri.
Watching pippies flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax.
Electric.
They're better at floating than flapping, so you should be able to net a few without growing yourself a pair of wings. The rain can't last forever, right?
Der kikkes Pennelinde sit daglig.
Did
Vakt uring.
that was a wild ride. The Quack Hollow. It's just loonly. Ah, life on the goo. That's shut and good. Running low. Up for grabs. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending. Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you... You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. Make that blade sing. Dust it off and start cutting. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Blast off. You got your sea legs all ready. Gulp said. He's not in a state to go looking, so he's counting on you to help. Go find him a tanker truck and thinks you're not the only one who... What were we talking about again? Ah, the freedom of the open surf. Shopperias like that used to have tons of things for sale, but most of it has gone missing over time. This gutway has centuries of old waste. going to leave a mark. Some of the beasts who live here have never seen day. Flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. That should be enough glow juice for two. Upsy daisy. close encounter. It's so vibrant out during daylight. You could put that to good use. Should hold up. Feel that watt breeze blast by.
Hejaudambab. Sängeri kamarad bunten.
Gulp says he wants to take you with him on a super funny happy slide. Sharing is caring, and one drink for two is just right.
Mäunang. Seiling seide giljues.
Gulp says seeing your face is like seeing his own reflection at the bottom of a glass. It never gets old.
Gekeli. Ande milai kurang.
He's been looking forward to a rendezvous, and it's on you to make it happen. There's even a chance the syrup is more intoxicating now from being aged in a radiated tanker.
Heilingeri kikauteri. Jegeuge.
He's sure there are even more tanker trucks with radium syrup out there waiting to be emptied.
Tenange kemarada buntan.
Figures you could do that, but only Gulp knows which boozy ooze is safe.
Take that light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything. Dark!
Uringelenge. Graun.
Gulp says drinking shouldn't keep you from thinking. He wonders what's on your mind.
Kureng.
Has plenty to do, so no worries.
Sering säger det gulis. Kon du overfutim. Oitam.
Gulp thanks you, says...
Ai mittis. Beridi.
Gulp says
Kamanuggilalan. Kapangi. Lupa lengut.
he really appreciated that you shared a drink with him. You took a risk and deserve a reward.
Suurangan elekik. Vaktu.
So he intends to keep the promise he gave you when you first met. He's got a few things, you see, that no one else has. Says he's always happy to make new ones rather than let the drinks sit alone. Gulp says he's heard a juicy rumour that you found an ark. He wonders what kind of drinks that...
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why?
If you want to go...
But you know you can't.
I think...
It's hard to understand the guzzle, but it's something about Flip-Flop the Flip...